The spring meetings of the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank Group are annual gatherings held in the spring, so typically that's in April. It all began in 1944 when the IMF and the World Bank were established at the Bretton Woods Conference with the sole aim of fostering global stability and development. The conference was convened by the 44 allied nations to address the lessons learned from the Great Depression and World War II, aiming to prevent similar economic crises and foster global cooperation. Essentially, it was to create a post-war international economic order. The World Bank was tasked with providing financing and policy advice for economic development in developing countries, while the IMF was given the responsibility of monitoring the international monetary system and providing financial assistance to countries facing balance of payment difficulties. The IMF and IBRD formally came into existence on December 27, 1945, while the World Bank opened its doors on June 25, 1946, and made its first loan in 1947. Over the years, these gatherings have become a fertile ground to discuss global economic issues and policies involving high-level representatives from member countries, including finance ministers and central bank governors who discuss global economic prospects and policy challenges. Today, the IMF has 191 members and the World Bank 189. The bank is a family of five organizations, including the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development (IBRD), International Development Association (IDA), International Finance Corporation (IFC), Multilateral Investments Guarantee Agency (MIGA), and International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes (ICSID). The member countries and bodies are present and will engage in pressing global policy and economic conversations all through this week. The Nigerian delegation is being led by the Minister of Finance and coordinating Minister for the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun. This is how it works. So typically you will find all meetings by the central bank governor and his delegations here to my left-hand side. And this is the headquarters of the International Monetary Fund, that is the IMF, with its 191 members. And then to my right-hand side is the headquarters of the World Bank, where typically the Minister of Finance, Mr. Wale Edun, and his delegation will be doing the bulk of their meetings at the headquarters of the World Bank. Now, here's the difference. This is more fiscal policy, while on this hand, it's more of monetary policy. So technically, anything that has to do with stability in your currency and all have to do here. Anything that has to do with reducing poverty and all other issues of development have to go here. So this is how it works. These meetings complement the annual meetings, which typically occurs in the fall, October in the case of Nigeria. While many do not see the import of these meetings, for some others, of course, it has helped to shape their economic blocs and their individual nations. So in the coming days, the definite conversations that will be happening here, right here on Pennsylvania Avenue, will be centered around the trade war that seems to be affecting markets across the globe. My name is Leah Katung-Babatunde, and don't forget to keep watching.